live with another video, man. All right, man. I want to come up here and talk about Alexa Bliss. Wait for somebody to hop on, man, and see who it is first before I get into my topic. I have the weirdos coming up in here asking me weird questions, and trolls want to come in here. All right, somebody hit the like button on my big video. So comment below so I know who you are, man. Comment below so I think I know who it is. Just comment so I know who you are. What up, Anthony? What's going on, man? What's going on? Okay, since you're here, I'll go ahead and start. All right. All right, man. I want to talk about Alexa Bliss again. Tonight is the night. We got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. We got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And we got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, including Lashley and Nia Jax for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Tonight, I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair. Tonight, I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair, man. Please, I'm damn near begging. I hope she does it. I hope she does it, man. Because I never bought into the fact of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair teaming up anyway. I was strongly against that shit. I didn't like it. I was pissed off about it. But I said, you know what? Instead of be upset, let it play out. Just let it cook and marinate through. And I may get the results that I want at the end. Yeah, what's up, man? What's going on, man? What's going on? Welcome to the chat. I said, what's up? So anyway, tonight is the night. I hope Alexa Bliss, let me repeat, I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair. Please make it happen, man. Please make it happen. It needs to happen. Then I heard an article saying that they possibly changed plans for Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. That pissed me. I said, look, man, come on, man. Nah, come the fuck on, man. Come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. Alexa Bliss getting revenge on Charlotte Flair is needed, as I said several times before. We need to get a story build between those two with Alexa Bliss avenging her doll Lily and getting her first pinfall off Charlotte Flair, because Alexa Bliss has never beaten Charlotte Flair before, but she's beaten 3 to 4 horsewomen plenty of times in one-on-one matches that they had. And let's not forget Becky Lynch. Let's not forget what's up? Let's not forget Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch has beaten Charlotte Flair plenty of times in one-on-one matches, although Charlotte Flair has beaten them as well. The matches went either way. So it doesn't make sense for Alexa Bliss not to be able to beat Charlotte Flair. What's up, Andrew? What's going on? Hit the like button on my video. Are you new here? Are you new here? Are you new to my channel? I'll wait for you I'll wait for your answer. So anyway, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Not talking to you, Andrew. I'm talking to the person above you. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. So anyway, like I said, man, I know people being saying that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair is a good tag team. I'm not going to lie. Although I'm not the biggest fan of Charlotte Flair, I don't like Charlotte Flair. But I will admit, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair has been working well together. But I'm tired of seeing them teaming up. I didn't want them teaming up anyway. I didn't like the idea of it anyway. Because I've been so anxious for Alexa Bliss to get revenge on Charlotte and Alexa Bliss to get a redemption match against Charlotte. But so yeah, man, tonight is the night. I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger. I'm pretty sure they're not winning back the women's tag team championships. And I appreciate that, man. If you're new to my channel, bro, subscribe to my channel, man. Listen, I do videos every day. I do videos every day. I do short clip videos every day. And I do live streams every day. So yeah, man, if you're new here, man, subscribe to my channel, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate that comment. Bro, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I can tell you that right now. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Okay, then get your goofy ass off my chat then. What you up here for? Get your goofy ass out my live stream. What you up here for? Anyway, back to my video. Um, like I said, Alexa Bliss getting revenge on. Oh no, oh yeah, no. I can make you all right. I definitely can make you. I can make you. I block your ass. Now what? Yeah, I just blocked them. Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, my name Hitman D. I took it after Bret Hart. Yeah, I'm a huge. Yeah, Bret Hart is my number one WWF top favorite wrestler. I didn't go against him for nobody back then. So anyway, yeah, trolls coming in my damn chat. I blocked this goofy ass. Got time for that. But anyway, let's get back to the topic, man. But anyway, yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. I ain't yeah. Like I said, he's blocked. He's gone. He's gone. But anyway, so yeah, man. Tonight, I hope the night is the night that Alexa Bliss pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss getting revenge on Charlotte. I'm tired of them teaming up now. I done had it up to here, and my patience is starting to run thin because I set back months and months and months watching Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair team up together. Although I did not like it, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit back and let it marinate through, and hopefully I get the results that I want. It's been months and months going by, and now no, so nothing's happened, and I'm starting to get irritated. My patience starting to run thin, bro. Of course I remember the mantra screw job. Of course I do. Yeah, but so anyway, man, if tonight Alexa Bliss don't pull the trigger on Charlotte, man, I'm gonna be pissed off because it needs to happen. There's no point in both of them teaming up together anymore. There's no point of it happening. Facts. It is. Yeah, I was pissed off. Brett got screwed, and when he went to WCW, he didn't get booked any better. But anyway, so Alexa Bliss. But anyway, man. So tonight is the night, man. I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger on Charlotte, because we can get a lot out of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair in a feud. Like I said, they can play it up to into a story. The last time Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair faced off in their second match, and Charlotte Flair beat Alexa Bliss for a second time. And she ripped her doll apart. So, like I said, they could play that up into a strong, heated story. They could play it up into a strong, heated feud due to the last time Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, um, you know what I'm saying, faced off in a one-on-one match, and which Charlotte Flair won. You know what I'm saying, the second time. So they can play this up into a story, and you know what I'm saying, we get a strong heated feud between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and this time when they face off in their third match, they face off in their, you know what I'm saying, third one-on-one match. This time, the third time Alexa Bliss gets her first redemption match against Charlotte Flair by pinning her for the first time in her career. And to be on her resume that she's beaten all four of the Full House women, and also avenging her doll Lily most of all. And she moves on to capture the women's I IC title. And that Grand Slam, her first Grand Slam championship, will make her an official Grand Slam champion. Yeah, no, Bret Hart hates Goldberg, and when I think of WWE, it's mediocre. Triple H sucks at booking. But I'm trying to stay on topic, man, about Alexa Bliss. But anyway, so yeah, man, tonight is the night, man. We need. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Whoever that is that just tapped in. Yeah, I like old school wrestling the best. Yeah, old school wrestling is the best. All of my favorite male wrestlers are legends. I don't have no new current favorite male wrestlers. I got some new current male wrestlers that I like, but they just don't do it for me as being my favorites. I prefer the legends as my favorite male wrestlers. But anyway, back on topic. Um, so yeah, man, tonight, yeah, we need. I want to get that heel turn with Alexa Bliss. And like I said, when Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair feud for the third time, Alexa Bliss needs to join Wyatt Six. That'll spice things up. That'll cook things up. You know what I'm saying? Right there, if Alexa Bliss teams with Wyatt Six, that'll cook things up. I don't care what nobody say about Wyatt Six, man. Alexa Bliss joining Wyatt Six would be a great call. And Nikki Cross, they haven't had anything for Nikki Cross to do, so Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross can be a team. You know, so that would give Nikki Cross something to do by Alexa Bliss joining Wyatt Six. She joins Wyatt Six or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she can be by Alexa Bliss' side. You know what I'm saying? During her feud with Charlotte Flair, Nikki Cross can be by Alexa Bliss' side because let's not forget, Nikki Cross don't like Charlotte Flair neither. So we can play all this up. We can cook all this up into a story. And the story ends with Alexa Bliss, you know what I'm saying, getting her first redemption match off Charlotte Flair by pinning her for the first time in her career, just like I said. And she avenges her dog Lily due to what Charlotte Flair did to it in their last encounter 4 years ago at Extreme Rules. So yes, they like I said, man. I hope they finally pull the trigger tonight. Alexa Bliss pulls the trigger because my patience is now running thin. Because I already didn't like the idea of both of them teaming up anyway. But like I said, man, I can have all the fancy bookings in my head all I want to. At the end of the day, I have no say so or control over what they choose to book. And this is something that CM Punk also mentioned. Don't get me wrong, I'm not defending CM Punk, but he kind of had a point in a way. How fans, but like I said, at the same time, man, they book stupid shit, so it's hard for the fans not to address to the stupidity. And like we know, CM Punk is a hypocrite. So like I said, I'm not defending CM Punk, but I would say this: fans go overboard when a script don't go their way. You know, sending death threats to the company and shit. I'm like, come on, man, y'all taking it too far. Listen, I get it. Yeah, it's hard not to get pissed off and call out the obvious when your favorites get done dirty. I get it, but when you start sending death threats and shit, okay, you doing too much. You doing too much. Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the chat. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. So anyway, hey Angels, Sam's, hey Angel. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel if you're a wrestling fan. But all I know is this, man. So tonight I hope I finally get what I want. Okay, bye. 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 See you. I don't know. I mean, what you come in here for then? Bye. But anyway, back to my topic. Back to my topic. So tonight, man, there's no point in keeping Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair teaming up together. Nah. And when they won the women's tag team championships, I didn't like the idea of that, but I had no choice but to support Alexa Bliss's title run. Cause I didn't want to turn on her like that because she teamed up with Charlotte Flair. Cause like I said, I never liked Charlotte. Charlotte Flair gets on my nerves. She gets on my last nerve. I can't get behind a character. I know she can't help the way she's booked, but at one point she was handed all the opportunities, whether she deserved it or not. She was handed all the title opportunities, whether she deserved it or not. And she had the ego to go right along with her, she had the ego. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, man, so I hope tonight, man, I finally get what I want. If Alexa and Charlotte still teaming up after the night, man, I'm gonna be pissed off for me, man. I'm gonna be irritated because there's no point in keeping them together now. People could say they work well together all they want to. I'm not going with no damn trends. I set the trends. I'm not going with no trends. And then on top of that, they need to break some of these tag teams up anyway because the female wrestlers that singles champions hasn't been defending their titles. So they need to break some of these tag teams up also. Break some of the tag teams up. They need to do that as well. There are too many tag teams in the women's division. They need to break some of these tag teams up. That'll balance things out where the female wrestlers that's women's world champions can defend their women's world titles. Yeah, they need to break up some of these tag teams and then to balance out. You know what I'm saying? The women's division where the female wrestler can defend their um singles championships. So yeah, they need to do that. So hopefully tonight, man. Hopefully tonight, Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger. Cause I've been seeing on social media how they signing the fans autographs and stuff like that. I see that. And fans and people keep talking about they don't want them. They're not going to break them. That's going to piss me off. No, break them up. Please break them up. So hopefully, man, hopefully tonight is the night she pulls the trigger finally. So yeah, we gonna see how it all plays out, man, tonight. Cause tonight Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are going to be defending their women's tag team championship, and I know they're not about to lose those titles that fast, because we all know how Triple H operates with Rhea Ripley. So I know they're not lose. I know damn well they're not losing them women's tag team titles that quick. And if they do, and Alexa Bliss and Charlotte wins them back, it's gonna piss me off. Because then it's gonna be at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be at this point. They're they're keeping Charlotte Flair. They're keeping Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair together as a team, and then I'm gonna get pissed off. And nothing against Alexa Bliss. I just don't want her teaming up with Charlotte. But 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, I'm pretty sure. I know I know that Leo Scott and Rhea Ripley is not losing its women's tag team titles tonight. It ain't. No, it's not gonna happen. So we gonna see. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see how it all plays out tonight. Hopefully, I get what I want. Hopefully, Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair tonight. So, like I said, I'm gonna just see how I'm gonna see how it all plays out. So hopefully, Alexa Bliss turns on Charlotte Flair. So, like I said, I'm gonna just see how it all plays out, man. And another thing I want to talk about. My last video I did on Stephanie Vakir about how the fans turned on her. Boy, were they triggered. Boy, were they triggered. I mean, they were triggered. Because I also mentioned Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch in the video too. Talked about how both of them was highly overrated. And I talked about how boring Becky Lynch was. Boy, they were triggered. I got like 15 comments on that video. They were triggered. They were triggered. They were triggered, man. Because I told the truth. I told the truth. I told the truth. I told the flat out truth. How shallow fans are. And people wanna then somebody in my comment section like really butt hurt, you know what I'm saying, triggered, talking about how Becky Lynch ain't born. I'm hating on Becky Lynch this and that and the third, talking about how Becky Lynch is about to be in the movie I don't give a fuck about what ESPN is saying about Becky Lynch. You care, she's still born. She's still born. And Maxine Dupree got done dirty just for them to put the title back on Becky Lynch so we can get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 42. Like I don't care. I don't care about that match. So it was never about Maxine Dupree to begin with. It was never about Maxine Dupree to begin with. And I got another video coming about Maxine Dupree. It was never about Maxine Dupree to begin with. Told you, Triple H shows favoritism. He shows favoritism. But man, so yeah. But because what I said about Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, fans got mad as hell. Because I told the truth. I told the truth. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch both is over pushed. Both of both of them are over pushed. And that's a whole fact. It's facts on facts. Rhea Ripley gets added to a match at WrestleMania 41 and name wasn't even on the damn contract. And somebody gonna say, if I thought Rhea Ripley was gonna be out of WrestleMania, then I was tripping. No, 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 no. I won't fucking tripping. I told the truth. You really booked Rhea Ripley getting added to a damn match of her name one on the contract. If that ain't favoritism, if that ain't favoritism, but I'm hating on Rhea Ripley. Look how the fuck they did Bailey. I'm hating on Bailey, but they booked Bailey to get written off of television and have Becky Lynch to take her spot, just so Becky Lynch can win her can win on send back a title on her return of WrestleMania. This is why Bailey called out how she don't appreciate the way she's been booked. But I'm fucking hating on Becky Lynch though, right? I'm hating on Becky Lynch. And people that say Becky Lynch can't help the way she's booked. Yeah, I can understand that. But it don't change the fact that Bailey got done dirty. Bailey got written off television for WrestleMania 41 for Becky Lynch to return, and they put the title on Becky Lynch right along with Live Valkyria. Becky Lynch returns at WrestleMania 41, and they put one half of the women's tag team championship on Becky Lynch right along with Live Valkyria. Tell me if there's not favoritism. They booked Becky Lynch to take a steaming diarrhea on Bailey. And she returns to automatically win the women's tag team championships right along with Live Valkyria. Come on now. But I'm hating on Becky Lynch though. I'm hating on Becky. Okay. All right. Moving on. Stephanie Valkyrie. In my book, she's been doing a job. I know people been saying Stephanie Valkyrie is overrated, this, and that, and the third. They can miss me with the bullshit. I don't care. I'm a fan of Stephanie. Now, she may be losing the women's tag team championships, you know what I'm saying, to probably Nikki Bella or Raquel Rodriguez. And in my last recent video I did like 2 days ago, like 3 days ago, I talked about how what if Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez turns on Raquel Rodriguez. Now what they can do is what they might do is have Nikki Bella to win the women's world title first. And I had said how they could go, and I already said how they could go about that. I said how they could go about it. Nikki Bella wins the women's world title. You know she has her own podcast. So she could take that women's world title on her podcast and brag about her being a champion and bragging about how she's the best. And nobody in the women's division compares to her. And she talk about how she paved the way for all these female wrestlers in today's wrestling in the women's division. She could go on, keep spamming and bragging about that, right? So then, eventually, Raquel comes out of nowhere and put her on notice for the women's world title, and she be the one to dethrone her for it. So, like I said, Liv Morgan could go on to win the women's Royal Rumble this year. So, when Liv Morgan wins the women's Royal Rumble, she can act like she's happy for Raquel for a long time as women's world champion. Her and Roxanne Perez both can act like they're happy for her. So eventually, Liv Morgan comes out of nowhere. Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez both comes out of nowhere and turns on Raquel Rodriguez. And Liv Morgan put her on notice for the women's world title. They face off at WrestleMania 42, and Liv Morgan be the person to dethrone Raquel Rodriguez for the women's world title in a hard fought match. You know what I'm saying? And walk out the new women's world champion. And then later on down the line, when AJ Lee wins the women's IC title from Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, later on down the line, Roxanne Perez can go after AJ Lee, and they have a strong heated feud because we already know how much Roxanne Perez idolizes AJ Lee. They have a close relationship. So they can book Roxanne Perez and AJ Lee to have a strong heated feud. And at the end, Roxanne Perez be the person to dethrone AJ Lee for the women's IC title. So we have Liv Morgan as the women's world champion and Roxanne Perez as the women's IC champion. And that'd be a team. But nah, man, me hating on Becky Lynch, get out of here with that shit. Tell you, man, when I tell the truth about wrestlers, I tend to trigger people, especially the Becky Lynch fans. The ankle lock seems to be the only move she knows she didn't let go. So Maxine got pinned. Easy takes it easy takes seconds. If you're trying to say Maxine Dupree can't wrestle, you can miss me with that comment. Maxine Dupree has developed a whole lot. But like I said, she got done dirty. She got done dirty. And it was never about her to begin with. Like I said, they only did this because they were going to have AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 42. Maxine Dupree deserves better. The only move she knows, nah. Come on, bro. But anyway, so tonight, man, you know what I'm saying? So tonight, hopefully, man, Becky Lynch, not Becky Lynch, but Alexa Bliss finally go ahead and pull the trigger. Because we need a feud between those two. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But yeah, man, Maxine Dupree gets hate when this woman has clearly like she's developed. She's developed a whole lot. She's developed a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Maxine Dupree could have been a mega baby face. She could have been a mega baby face. So yeah, her losing the title that fast, like I said, it was never about her to begin with. And I want to talk about CM Punk. I want to talk about CM Punk due to what he was saying about the fans, you know what I'm saying? Always angry about bookies and wrestling. First of all, and he said how he liked the finish of John Cena and Gunther's match. I was like, I was like, bro, come on now. CM John Cena tapping out in his last match. That you know what I'm saying? That was you know what I'm saying. No, that was a fucked up call. It was a fucked up call all around. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, fans was pissed. Fans was pissed, but they took it too far communicating threats. They took too far communicating threats to WWE. It ain't that deep. No one wanted John Cena to tap out. They fucked up his legacy by him tapping out to Gunther. Somebody that never gives up tap out. Now if John Cena would have lost to Gunther by a pinfall, or Gunther put him in that rear naked choke, and John Cena passed out instead of tapping out, okay, that would have been fine. That would have been fine for Gunther to win either of those two ways. But having to tap out, that fucked up his legacy. Somebody to say never give up. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But yeah, man. So yeah, they did Cena dirty, and CM Punk saying he liked the ending of the match. So yeah, man, they fucked them over. They did Kurt Angle dirty against Drew McIntyre to have him tap out in his own submission move. So Triple H and Vince McMahon booked just about alike. People, fans can say what they want to say about how Vince wouldn't have done this, he wouldn't have done that. Vince has made plenty of fucked up calls because when you think about it, all Vince McMahon matches on the main roster, Raw, SmackDown, was predictable. All his pay-per-views was predictable. Majority of the time, 9 out of 10, you knew who was going to win and you knew who was going to lose. And the funny thing is, people say they wanted Vince McMahon to return. I said, first of all, you want to return, so we go down the same damn pattern again. It's like opening up a can of worms. And first of all, Vince McMahon is too damn old to be trying to book matches in WWE. This man is almost 80 years old. Vince McMahon is way up in age now. So, yeah, man. So now, so first of all, yeah, no, Vince McMahon don't need a return. And people say they want Shawn Michaels to come over to the main roster. I didn't say it before. I don't trust that shit either. I don't trust that either. Cause look how the fuck Shawn Michaels did Blake Monroe and Thea Hill, including Tatum Paxley. It seems Shawn Michaels be glazing the hell out of JC Jane. He be glazing the hell out of JC Jane, and no offense to JC Jane, I actually like JC Jane. JC Jane one of my favorites, but I do like her. But Shawn Michaels be glazing her pretty hard. He glazes her just like Triple H be glazing Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. It's a fact. See, this is why Vince Russo be going there and saying what he's now. I don't agree with everything Vince Russo say. I don't agree with everything that he said, but for the most part, he be right about a lot of the stuff that he be saying. That don't mean I agree with everything that he says. And JD from New York, I just came. I don't watch it. I stay away from his. I don't fuck with his content. But one of his videos popped up on my YouTube channel, so I tapped into it to see what the hell he was talking about. And he talking about them possibly having Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez to feud with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Bro, no. Hell fucking no. 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 That is a goofy ass idea. No, Liv Morgan needs to go after Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's World title, and she needs to be the one to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Nah. Nah, I don't know. Nah. But for people saying Maxine Dupree can't wrestle, miss me with the dumb shit. Miss me with the dumb shit because she's a better wrestler than Becky Lynch. She's a better wrestler than Becky Lynch for sure. And people could say I'm hating on the hell they want to. And just like my other video that I did about, just like my other video I did yesterday about Lacey Evans being right about Becky Lynch. Boy, I triggered people. I had people mad as hell. The same person that comment on one of my videos comment on that video. Glazing Becky Lynch. Because I told the damn truth. Becky Lynch did not want to book Lacey Evans to becoming the next big thing. And people can say Lacey Evans chose the path all they want to. Like I said, Lacey Evans could have been a star. But Becky didn't want to do that. Her ego got the best of her. Her ego got the best of her. So she said, "Fuck putting the late Lacey Evans over as a star." Although if people gonna say Lacey Evans chose the path all they want to, she did, and she did say she didn't have the passion for wrestling. But bro, if Lacey Evans would have got pushed, she definitely would have been the female Sergeant Slaughter. She definitely would have been the female Sergeant Slaughter for sure. People can say what they want to say. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? But man, so yeah, man. Yeah, I triggered people, man. I triggered people. When I speak my mind and tell the truth, man, because me being the straight shooter, I tell the truth, and they can't take it. Just like I used to get a lot of hate behind Alexa Bliss a long time ago. So tonight, man, I hope they go with the solution of Alexa Bliss turning on Charlotte Flair, and they feud. I know it's probably gonna piss a lot of fans off, but ask me, do I give a fuck? Absolutely not. I give no fucks because I didn't want them teaming up anyway to begin with. I didn't want them teaming up anyway. And somebody also teased and said that what I'm saying? Somebody said that we could get Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair going into WrestleMania 42. Oh, now that one right there, you know what I'm saying? As much as I hate to say it, not quite sure. What's up, Suplex 23? If you're new here, man, subscribe to my channel. I'm tired of Solo hanging out with those dudes, man. They kill his presence. Okay. Well, we all got our takes and opinions. If you're new here, man, subscribe to my channel. I don't know if you're new here or not. Okay, okay. My fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. But yeah, all right. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get back to it. Let's go ahead and let me get back to topic. So yeah, man, Alexa Bliss, yeah, and Alexa Bliss don't need nobody to. Alexa Bliss is better off for her own as a singles competitor. She don't need no tag team partner, and I don't like that. I didn't like the idea of both of them having her and Charlotte Flair to team up, and they got that we're not friends and all that kind of shit. You even got the we're not friends shirt. I'm like, man, ain't buying that damn shirt. Ain't buying that shit. The shirt we're not friends and all that. I'm not feeling it. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it at all. But I got to be honest and say that they did work well together. So I'm not about to sit up here and say they didn't work well together. Although I didn't like the idea of them becoming tag team partners and they won the women's tag team straps. But I had no choice. Like I said, I had no choice but to support Alexa Bliss's title run. Couldn't just go against her because I don't like Charlotte. That'll make me a fake fan. So what needs to happen then tonight, man, Alexa Bliss pulls the trigger. She pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair. She finally turns on Charlotte Flair tomorrow night, man. I mean tonight. I hope they do it. They need to do it, man. They need to do it. If they swerve me with them still being attached, then it's gonna piss me off. So I hope tonight, because it seems like they've been working. It seems like they're like being close friends. But I hope tonight they swerve us with Alexa Bliss pulling the trigger on Charlotte Flair. Because I've been patient enough. And like I said before, they need to break up some of these tag teams anyway. Honestly, I haven't watched WWE since a month. Everything messed up. I heard Punk retain retain title even bad. Yeah, he did retain. He did. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like that shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up? Whoever that is in my chat, are you new here? Yeah, man. Yeah, they did. They made another fucked up call. Braun Breaker should have won. He should have won the strap for sure. Seeing CM Punk knows that a lot of people is pissed off about him retaining against Braun Breaker. See, that's why he went on that podcast and took a shot at the fans. That's why he did it. Because he know they been dragging WWE about Braun Breaker not winning the title. And they also talked about how he botched Braun Breaker's Steiner. And he did botch it. He did botch it. But only one thing I can say about the fans, man, they take stuff too far, sending death threats and shit. They take it too far. They don't get what they want. They sending death threats and shit. Yeah, he was. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, Triple H, like I said, Triple H, man, Triple H show favoritism. Notice how he glazes he glazes Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch and Gunther. He glazes those three. He glazes them. Yeah, man. So tonight, man, like I said, man, they let's go ahead and break up Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I hope they make the right call. Cause I've been patient for months, months, and months. Hope they give us that swerve, man. They hope they give us that swerve with Alexa Bliss pulling the trigger on Charlotte. Cause Alexa Bliss, first of all, she don't need no partner. Alexa Bliss is better off on her own as a singles competitor. She doesn't need a partner. Pretty sure we all know that. Oh no, she's likable. She's likable. She's likable to a lot of people. She's likable to a lot of people. I mean, half she's likable to, and half she's not likable to. I can just put it like that. And I'm not a fan. I never liked her. I never liked her. All I'm saying is Alexa Bliss don't need her as a partner. She don't need her. She don't need her at all by any means necessary. We all know Alexa Bliss is better off as a singles competitor. She doesn't need any friends. She doesn't need anybody. So I didn't like this bullshit about the we're not friends gimmick. I didn't like it. I don't like the shit. Maybe Alexa Bliss approved. I'm pretty sure she did. Just cause I'm saying I don't like it don't mean she didn't. But I'm just being honest, man. I tell the truth regardless. Alexa Bliss doesn't need friends. But like I said, they could put the white six in her corner. They could put the white six in her corner. You know what I'm saying? And she joins them as a stable. She joins them as a stable. And like I said, Uncle Howdy could get in her ear and remind her when her and Charlotte Flair last encounter, which the match Alexa Bliss lost for the second time. Uncle Howdy can get in her ear and remind her the second time when her and Charlotte Flair had their last encounter at Extreme Rules, which Charlotte Flair won the second time. Howdy could get in her ear and remind her that Charlotte Flair ripped her dog to shreds and she had to go to therapy behind that. So like I said, someone could come over Alexa Bliss and she snaps. She snaps. Tag team division is so messed up. Even Usos can't save anything anymore because they ruined Jay Uso too. Yeah, and CM Punk also mentioned Jay. He also mentioned Jay how the fans always criticizing Jay all the time on how he wrestled this and that and the third. He also mentioned that too. CM Punk also mentioned that as well. So just at this point, man, Triple H is fucking up a lot of bookings, man. He's fucking up a lot of scripts. He's not booking people properly. He's showing favoritism. And the three people I noticed who he no, the four people I noticed who he glazes is Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, CM Punk, and Gunther. He glazes those four. Gunther lost his reputation after he got his ass beat by Jay Uso and the commentator. Yeah, yeah, come on now. Yeah, Gunther, man, a commentator was hanging with Gunther. That's crazy. Come on now. Pat McAfee took Gunther to his limits. Yeah, yeah. Triple H fucked that up. He was supposed to squash Pat McAfee. He was supposed to he was supposed to, know what I'm saying, make an example out of Pat McAfee. Not book Gunther to get taken to his limits by Pat McAfee. So yeah, man. Gunther ain't believable. He ain't believable. Now Gunther was supposed to squash Pat McAfee. He booked Pat McAfee to take Gunther to his limits. I'm like, come on now, Triple H, come on, man, come on now. And he tapped out to Jay Uso. Yeah, it have. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, man. So at this point, man, yeah. So I hope tonight, man. So I hope tonight Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger. I hope tonight I get what I want, man. Cause I'm gonna tune in for SmackDown, and the women's tag team match takes place tonight, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it takes place tonight. I believe it takes place tonight because Rhea and Io won the titles, which is I'm not shocked because I knew Triple H was about to let Rhea Ripley not win no titles at all. That's his golden girl. That's who he glazed the most. So tonight, man, tonight I think that tonight is the night we get the women's tag team match. And I know damn well, like I said, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are not losing those tag team titles. I know it's not going to happen. I know it's not happening. So tonight would be the perfect call to book Alexa Bliss to finally pull the trigger on Charlotte Flair. Oh man, I've been called that out. Are you new here? I've been called that out. Yeah, he that's why the fans booed him. Like I said, if John Cena would have lost to Gunther by pinfall or passing out to Gunther's submission move, okay, then if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. So if they could have booked Gunther to beat John Cena by pinfall and John Cena passed out to his submission move, then that would have been acceptable. Because John Cena still could have went out as a warrior. You know what I'm saying? He could have went out as a warrior. It's cool, Devon Daly. It's all good. No worries, man. Welcome to the chat though. I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes on it, man. I'm gonna have to shut it down. So you have to check out my stream after I turn it off. I'm gonna stay here probably about 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, man, yeah, they did Gunther dirty. I mean, they did John Cena dirty, you know. But the fans took it too far, start communicating threats and shit. I said, come on, man. Okay, it ain't that deep. Y'all calm the fuck down. I know everybody is highly upset about the way John Cena went out. John Cena. They booked John Cena to go out in his match, but to you know what I'm saying, start sending death threats. Come on, man. Y'all grow the hell up at this point. Grow up. I hope so, man. I hope Alexa Bliss get it done tonight. That's what this video is mainly about. All on talking about other topics. I never understood if Cena was willing to perform their entire year, why Triple H choose only 36 dates. It's beyond me, man. It's beyond me. Gave zero build to Gunther in AJ Styles matches. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, hopefully tonight, man. I hope Alexa Bliss finally gets it done. Cause Alexa Bliss don't need no tag team partner. She don't. Nah. Come on, man. This the same person that ripped Alexa Bliss doll to shreds, and y'all gonna just let that shit. Y'all gonna just let that shit. Y'all gonna just bury that shit. Y'all gonna just bury that damn hatchet just like that. No, 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 man. No. What Charlotte Flair did to Alexa Bliss is about harsh what Rhea Ripley did to Liv Morgan. Because Alexa Bliss had to go to therapy behind that, and Liv Morgan was out of in-ring action for a whole year. So if they can book Liv Morgan to get her get back at Rhea Ripley due to Rhea Ripley injuring her shoulder and put her out of in-ring action and fall almost a whole year, although Liv Morgan shouldn't have lost the damn feud or the title to Rhea Ripley. And I was, you know what I'm saying, pissed off about it, but they can at least book Alexa Bliss getting her revenge on Charlotte Flair and avenging her dog Lily by pinning Charlotte Flair for the first time in her career. So with that being said, tonight I hope Alexa Bliss finally gets it done and pull the trigger on Charlotte Flair. Yeah, man. Yeah. Triple H. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna leave him about 1:30. We're gonna pick Dante up and take him home and and take you where you need to go.
All right.
Yeah, we get that stuff out the truck.
All right. Hey, sorry, y'all. Uh, yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, man. Triple. Yeah, man. You know. So I just hope tonight, man, I get what I want. That's what this topic is mainly about. Alexa Bliss. That's what our topic is mainly about. I hope Alexa Bliss pulls the trigger. That's what my topic about. I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger on Charlotte Flair. That's the name of my topic. So I hope she does it, man. Please. I hope she gets it done. If it don't happen tonight, man, then I'm gonna be. Man, then I'm gonna get irritated. I'm gonna be pissed off, be mad because there's no point in keeping them together now. There's no point in keeping them together. Um, Let me stop you right there, man. Listen, listen. I said this several times about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, during the golden era of wrestling, the new generation era of wrestling, the attitude era of wrestling, and the ruthless aggression era of wrestling, Vince was at his peak at telling great stories and booking great matches and feuds. Vince McMahon was at his peak. Vince McMahon was at his peak, telling great stories, booking great feuds, and booking great matches. When the PG era hit, Vince McMahon went completely downhill, and he gotten worse and worse over the years. So, like I said before, fans said they wanted Vince McMahon to return when they were the same damn ones that wanted Vince McMahon to step down because they got tired, sick of they got fed up with the way he was booking matches. He was pissing them off the way he was booking matches. And now that they thought Triple H was going to step up and make a complete difference and book all the wrestlers the right way where they need to properly be booked. Now they want him to step down Vince McMahon to come back, to step back up. Don't they not realize they're bringing back Vince McMahon is like opening up a can of damn worms? And off top of that, Vince McMahon, like I said, Vince McMahon is old. He's damn near 80 years old. Why do they still want him to come back anyway? Like I said, when Vince McMahon was booking matches during the PG era, all the matches were predictable. Raw and SmackDown was predictable. All the pay-per-view matches was predictable. You knew who was going to win and you knew who was going to lose majority of the time. Every now and then, Vince McMahon would give us a swerve. Every now and then. But you can best believe if any female wrestler beat Charlotte for the title, you can best believe Charlotte Flair was winning it right back. It didn't matter if Charlotte Flair had a short title run or not, she was winning the shit back. Brock Lesnar held the world title hostage. Why do y'all think Brock got upset and threw the title at Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 34 because Vince McMahon didn't let him put Roman Reigns over? That might be the case Suplex 23. Maybe so. I don't know. But I'm here to tell the truth regardless and drop the bombs. I'm here to drop the bombshells. But yeah. So tonight, man, yeah, man, we need to get Alexa Bliss finally getting it done, pulling the trigger on Charlotte. Because at this point, there's no point of keeping them together. You know what I'm saying? You could do so much more with both of them feuding against each other. And for the reason why what Charlotte Flair did to Alexa Bliss doll Lily in their last encounter 4 years ago at Extreme Rules. Which the second match Charlotte Flair won. Which the second match Charlotte Flair won. So I want to see Alexa Bliss avenge her doll Lily and get her revenge on Charlotte, and then their third one-on-one match, Alexa Bliss gets her first pinfall on Charlotte. She gets her redemption match on Charlotte by pinning her for the first time in her career. Alexa Bliss getting revenge on Charlotte Flair is needed. And tonight, I definitely hope she gets it done. I definitely hope she pulls the trigger. Because I didn't like the idea of both of them teaming up anyway to begin with, but I went on ahead and just went along with it. And I let it, because I wanted it to cook and marinate through. Then at the end, I can get what I want at the end. So like I said, man, tonight is the night. So I hope Alexa Bliss finally pulls the trigger and turn on Charlotte Flair. And we get the strong heated feud between those two. And in their third match, you know what I'm saying, they can build a strong heated story between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. And when they face off in that third match, like I said, Alexa Bliss gets her first redemption match off Charlotte by pinning her for the first time in her career, and she avenges her doll Lily. Then Alexa Bliss moves on to capture her first mid-card women's title, and she become an official Grand Slam champion and go on a dominant run as the women's U.S. champion. So I'm gonna go on and get up out of here, man. Thanks everybody for liking and commenting on my video, sharing your thoughts, you know what I'm saying, about my video. And for the new people that's in my channel, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications so you won't miss no more of my videos. I post videos just about every day. And with that being said, it's your boy Hitman D, and I'm gonna sign out.